YouTube should be good. I believe show should what not be. Oh my goodness, who's waiting on me? Uh-oh. I think we figured it out. I think we got everything squared away, Shohei. You can hear me and you can see me, right? Can you hear me and can you see me? Both. Oh, I think that checks every mark that we need, right? Golly! Almost didn't make it, Shohei. I was pushing back time, not because I was late, all right? I've been here since 2:30. I've been here for what? What's that make it now, an hour and a half? Yeah, hour and a half. Fun times, big times. I'm teasing myself is what I'm doing, Shohei. Oh my goodness. What should we start the day with, Shohei? What do you think? What do you think we ought to do? You think we should just get to the bread and butter and go straight Sapphire? You think we ought to hunt for a super first? Aha. Shoot. That's not what we're going to do is drop boxes today. Alright, we're going to hit heat, we're going to pull fire, and then we're going to see what else we can do today. But supposedly, Shohei, what's in this big brown box is 2025 Bowman Chrome University Football Sapphire. Release wasn't supposed to be tomorrow, but we're going to play with it today. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. What do we say? Y'all want to play ducks with them? Y'all want to play pack goose? Or what do we want to do? It is new, Shohei. Very new. Like, so new, hardly anybody has it. I didn't even know we had it until today. I didn't even know we were getting it. I was expecting to get it Friday, but we got it today. So I say we rock with it and roll with it today. There at the top of the shop, 2025 Bowman Chrome University Football Sapphire. Papadisha, little Uno. Robbie Cub, what's happening? We made it back. Somehow, some way, Robbie, we survived. We weathered the colds. What obviously wasn't long enough. Was not long enough whatsoever. Yesterday was rough. It was a long day, and it was actually... I got sad leaving home, Robbie. On a 2-hour trip from home back to Cincinnati to the airport. I may or may not have shed a tear. But you know what? We're here. I wanted it to snow, and it just feels like you don't have enough time back at home with the family and all that kind of stuff. But, you know what? Christmas is coming up, so I don't know if I'm going to make it back for Christmas or anything like that. Chance there on Sunday. Yeah, I will say it was pretty chilly, and it did rain majority of the time that I was back at home. Y'all didn't miss me, did you all? Well, here's the question. What did I miss? Did anything happen while I was gone? I've been kind of out of the loop. I ain't been on any social media. Haven't seen any, have not seen anything. Well, I'm proud of you, Drewby. What are you proud of me for? What did I do? Ooh, little Cam Schlittler, Papa Otto. Hey, bingo. Shohei. I did miss Formula One Dynasty. That released the day what? The day that I left. Anything big time happened? Robbie, what was the biggest Dynasty card you think? Drewby, you know, somebody's got to do it. At the end of the day, let's see. What's most valuable to you all? Time is pretty valuable and family's valuable to me. Both those two combined, time with family is the most valuable. Yeah, that's right. Because here's the thing, Drewby. They can't run away from us, can they? They have no option. It's like, yep, we share the same blood, same last name. Yeah, you can't go nowhere. Oh, goodness. But I hope you all have had a fantastic couple. Hi, Shannon. A good couple of days. This week's what? Also Thanksgiving. Is Thanksgiving tomorrow or is it the next day? Thursday. Okay, all right. I got my days mixed up. Today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday, and then it's Thursday, which is Thanksgiving. Shannon, the slide was awesome. Was awesome. However, the boys were the only ones that went down the slide, Shannon. Who the slide was initially for, Miss Millie, little cousin, never even went down the slide. She was too scared of it. But Shannon, I'm going to tell you this. She was scared of me the entire time until Saturday. Cried every time she looked at me. And I was like, I may as well just go back. Just go hide in the room, I guess. I was like, Millie, am I that ugly? But no. And then Shannon and Robbie, we did a puzzle on Saturday, and that made up for it all. Bingo. It was like a 10-piece puzzle, and it was tough. There may or may not have been a couple of tears shed, and I might have shed one. Millie probably shed about 3 because she didn't want to do it. Trying, something like that. Something. I don't know. What are we going to get into tonight, Shannon? 2025 Bowman Chrome University release of Sapphire. We can play Duck Ducks on them. Do I have any JSN, as in Jackson Smith Njigba? I do not, unfortunately. No JSNs here. No. Ricky says, pack, goose some Ricky, are we going to pack, goose, Sapphire to crack open the first case of the day? It don't even release till tomorrow, but you know what? We're going to run it today. Because they said, Zach, we're going to gift it to you since it's early Thanksgiving and happy holidays. Should we pack goose it? Shannon, should we pack goose the very first one of 2025? It's kind of wild. It's only 8 spots. All right. Let's see if I can, Shannon, you think I remember how to put in a pack goose? The question is, can he remember how to do it? What's up, Nico? What do you know about Sapphire? I know that we're looking for papas. I know that we can find an auto on average per box. You're getting an auto per box plus 3 to 4 numbered parallels on average recently. Is that what you're asking, Nico? Other than that, I've heard it's a pretty good checklist. I haven't even looked at it. I say we play pack goose on it, Nico, and we just we see what happens. You in or you out? There's only one way to find out, and that's to rip it, right? You all know how I am. There's one way to know whether a product is good, juiced, or loaded, and the only way we're going to find it is we run it. So I'm going to assume, Nico, it's going to be the same auto guys that do sign. I don't think there's mascots in Sapphire. I think that might be the... Actually, Nico, I think it's no mascots and no legends would be my guess, but we're going to find out. All right, here, let me get this first pack goose in there, and then we're gonna we'll look at the checklist and we'll see what happens. Kind of see what we're dealing with here. Let's see, addition packs. Let's see, this is what we need. But like I said, it wasn't supposed to release or even be here till tomorrow, so I haven't even done that much research on it in general. Checklist is like half of Chrome. Okay, all right, like half of Chrome. So they've always done Sapphire, Nico. But what Brian says, it's about half the checklist of Chrome. More than likely, Brian, you've looked at it already. I'm going to take a gander and guess that it is weeding out some of the weaker players on the autos. Is that correct? So it's like, hey, we're going to find big time. Okay, all right. So, Nico, there's our answer. All right, weeding out the autos of some of the weaker players that we ain't ever even heard of before. So, it sounds like a win-win for everybody. And guess what? We're going to start with a slate, Shannon. We're going brand new break number. We're going 3001. I don't know. Almost a new season. And it's Thanksgiving week. We're going to start with fresh all the way around. Hello, Miss Puffer. How is your Tuesday treating you, darling? How is it? How is it? So that's what we're going to rock with, all right? We're going to play Pack Goose. This is splitting it up, all right? So $48 a pack. Chrome Sapphire, a little bit more expensive than regular Chrome. Why? Because it's a smaller checklist, smaller number of autos. You get one auto a box, plus 3 to 4 numbered parallels per box. So we're going to crack open the first one of the day unless somebody grabs a personal or say or do there with a duck. Pack Goose. Puffer, I just got back from this weekend. I went for early Thanksgiving. Early Thanksgiving this past weekend, so I could hang out with you all for Thanksgiving. So Ricky's already in for the first Pack Goose. This ensures your spot. You're going to get one single 2025 Bowman Chrome University Football Sapphire Edition pack here for $48. 48 times good old 8 rounds up to the same price as a personal. Cypress says, I'm in for a Pack Goose. Already in there. Cypress. Top right-hand corner, you're looking at coupons, all right? Bronze tier. Those I will throw out there to you all. This week is the last week. Once we hit December 1st, it resets. All right, so we're counting down the days to a new season. It's almost like a Fortnite new season. Y'all big gamers out there or what? We're already halfway filled, so use those coupons. They can be automatically applied to your next purchases, whether that be a Pack Goose, a single hobby box, a team in the future. But I will say, we're counting down the days. December 1st, I believe, is the last day. All right, breaking up Sapphire here, already halfway filled. We're going to crack open the first one of the day, Wetfoot, playing Pack Goose. Why not? Why not? And why not us? Kirsten! It's Sapphire Day, baby. Fresh cases, we're playing Pack Goose down below. All right, Wetfoot, you're wild. Wetfoot, we need to talk about this college football. What is Lane Kiffin doing? Is he coming there or what? I mean, when's he supposed to announce? Saturday? I got a little bit of piece of information. He's doing something. 2 spots remaining! Wetfoot. So the Egg Bowl is Friday. Correct me if I'm wrong. Egg Bowl is Friday. He's supposed to... The Egg Bowl. Ole Miss and Mississippi State. I think it's... Right? Whatever Ole Miss... Okay, when he's supposed to... announce what he's doing for the last spot right there. Bingo. Kirsten said, we're in! So it's Mississippi State and Ole Miss, Wetfoot. And LSU came out, or not LSU, Ole Miss, AD came out and said that Lane Kiffin was going to end up saying something about whether he's leaving or going after the Egg Bowl, which is Friday. So then that means it would be Saturday. Here's my guess. He wins Friday, he's in the SEC championship. Which only makes me think, Wetfoot, they win the SEC tournament or championship, he's automatically into the playoffs. No. He's only going to decide to leave whether he wins Friday or not. If he wins Friday, he's not leaving. If they lose Friday, he leaves. Because then that basically just throws up in the air like, I'm going to get a max contract no matter what happens if he wins. Does that make sense? I don't know. There's a lot of things going on right now. Correct, Rick. There's a lot of things that have to happen for that to happen. But it's like playing his cards, Wetfoot. He has LSU, Ole Miss, and Florida all in the mix right now. That it's like it's a bidding war. We're all talking about Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, by the way. Anywho, we're going to crack open a fresh case of Sapphire if y'all are ready. All right, to play Pack, Pack, Goose. Everybody guaranteed a pack right here, right now. Goose. And if I say your name and you're in here in the chat and you're ready to goose, put a duck in the chat or just say, let's go. Kirsten, Brian, Cypress, J&B, Cypress, Nico, and Ricky. Y'all ready to quack or y'all ready to crack? I'm going to click start breaking. I'm going to randomize in 3, 2. Here's what we're going to do. One spot gets to choose any box. Last spot, 8 spot, gets to choose our case that we're cracking open. Sound good? Or sound good? Kirsten said like, hey, let's just roll with it. Yo, you ducks! All right, here we go. Let's, Shannon, here's what we're really going to see is that, does Zach remember how to print a label? Kirsten in the 1, but who's choosing our case? Brian, 1, 2, or 3. Top bun, bottom bun, or the meats, Brian. While I'm downloading my labels, you be deciding. All right? Because I said as promised. That is what we're cooking with and rocking with and doing. Dosey says. Doody-dos, da-da-dos, dee-doo-doos. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load in another one. Just because we can't just do one today, all right? It's basically technically early release day. And do I remember how to run a gimmick? Are you bringing a gimmick? Oh, one. Oh, Shannon, well, how do I print a label? This is the main question. It's like, where is it? Where do I go? Oh, no, Shannon. I think I figured it out. Oh. We need to make that look a little bit bigger, please. 12 or 13 font, Shannon? Yeah. Looks better. Prints. Well, we're going to find out either way, aren't we? Go big or go home. Shannon, you work all week or what? How many people have off tomorrow or Thanksgiving? What's everybody's work week look like? That's the main question. What's everybody's work week look like? Ooh, Shannon, I don't hate it and I don't like it. Ooh, Kirsten, 7 straight 12s? When does that start? Hey, Brian, you're off for Turkey Day? That means football day, baby. All right. Names are too small on here, ain't they? Somebody been messing with my daggone printer. Somebody quits. Shannon, why are people using my printer and not changing it back to where it needs to be? I had everything perfectly in line. This is not the way that I left it. I don't like it, and I'm not going to deal with it this way. No, Shannon, the names are too small. All right, spot number 8, Brian. Spot 7, Cypress. 6, Cypress. 5, Cypress. Nico, 4. J&B, 3. Ricky, 2. And Kirsten, 1. So, as promised, the 8 spots. Brian, we're not going to, hey, we're thankful this week, all right? This week is Thanksgiving. We're not going to yell at Zach, and we're not going to, this is not Skunkland. This is Bargain Hunters Breaks 3. We're going to have a good time and a fun time. We're going to keep the, negativity at the door. Brian, we're going meats, right? 8 spot choosing here. I'm doing a lot of talking. Meats tree. All right. Let's see what this brand new release has to say for it. And Kirsten's in the 1. So, Kirsten, you be thinking of where we're going here. We're going to have 5 on each side unless something just changed. But as far as I know and remember, there's 10 on 10 in a case, 5 on each side. What? I ain't even asked yet. I like it though. 1, 2, and 3. You said meats all the way. Kirsten, that's the one right there, right? So that's the one with a pink papadisha. Pada pardisha, uno e uno. Pack goose. Locked and loaded right there. Alright, rest of the case. Sitting there in D's where we're cooking with and going with. Next duck down below. Only 48 bucks a spot. Alright, increase your odds. More opportunities, more chances to go with. There's 8 packs per box. We can do box gooses. If we're gonna do that, I say we go full case 10. Straight up 10 all the way. But on a Tuesday, I'm going to keep the floor open for any and all personals, playing ducks and all the things. So if there's something we want to rock with, there's no waiting for it. So we're just going to rock with it and go with it. Breaks on this, probably resume on breaks tomorrow, honestly. Like team breaks. Might mix in some delights, some hobbies, some jumbos, and all the things. 8 packs. Ooh, a double boxer would be 16 and 16. Kirsten, 1 through 8 right here, right there, big guy. All right, pack goose in the store, $48 a spot. You can use your coupons on them. Kirsten says 2. 1 and 2. Does my camera look crispier today? Or is it just me because I ain't been here in a while? Shannon, can you see my booger in my left nostril? Orange. Shannon, what's orange number 2? A little citrus orange. Crispy. Crispy like those fries at Wendy's. 75. 6, 7. No. Too late. Or too early. Oh, I don't think so. He said he was going home and taking a nap. I was like, you do that, big guy. Jaden Nixon. 12 out of 25 UCF running back there of UCF. And that is Kirsten is going to pass. Going down to Ricky in the 2 spot. He's got 3 shows listed for today. All right. So it sounds like I should probably change those, right, Wetfoot? Probably be a good idea, right? Ricky said, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Ricky in the 2 says, take me home. Country roads to the place where I belong. What's that, Wetfoot? No muss. No nuss. What's the next best LSU? I have not looked at the checklist here, Wetfoots. You know how I roll. It's like, hey, show up and break it, and we just find out. But what you're saying is Nuss is not in the checklist, right? Normally 3 to 4. 3 to 4, Kirsten, the numbered parallels per box in Sapphire. 3 to 4, unless you get a juicy one. Sometimes there can be, Van Buren, Wetfoots. Van Buren, Weeks are going to be your other ones. Hold on 1 second right now. I'm going to pause the game. All right. Kirsten, you're back in charge. Ricky taking color, or taking the auto, colored auto in the first one. But we're going to go save Renee right now, since Renee said, Wetfoot says, Wetfoot, there's no shows listed for Renee. He had shows. So let's see. Well, wait a second. Should I change them or should I leave them? Just list the teams. That I don't even think we have 5 cases left of. Whatnot card show was 4 weeks ago. let's do like random dates. December 31st. Oh, let's see. Here's another today. What was that one? Topps Chrome. We got a couple cases of that left. What dates? Let's do that one January 1st. That one's tomorrow. Whatnot card show. He's got 2 shows listed for tomorrow. We'll just leave that one there. All right, because we got big things to do right now. Kirsten! Let alone me keeping up with mine, Ape. My channel, hey, that's all I can keep up with. That is 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 divers down. I think I'm going to get Striker out of retirement for Cosmic Baseball. That is Carson Hansen there on the first. Couple firsts there. Remember that even these firsts, if some of them do not have autos in the product, color is big time for them as well. Kirsten, what are we doing with that number 5 pack here? First Bowman's, exact same thing, even the base sales on them. All right, Kirsten says we're going to pass. J and B in the 3. Striker did drop by. Even the same night that he dropped by again, Shannon, while I was gone. Nico in the now 3 passes. Cypress times 3. Cypress, you got 3 in a row. Cypress, oh Cypress. Cypress, you get to decide stash or pass. Keep or pass. You got 3 in a row here. 3 in a row. You're passing on the 1. I have to have you say it 3 times, or just 3P. Are you passing on all 3, or are you passing then keeping? Pass. All right, there we go. Brian. Worst case scenario, we're coming home with 4 first Bowmans. Brian said, I mean, Brian, at least they're not 4 vets. You feel? You feel. Brian, I appreciate you. Hey, we're being thankful this week. Thankful. We're all here. Kirsten back in the 1. Says, I'm in the 1 seat, yeah. Uno. What is that? I probably should have looked at the checklist. That is Miller Moss. Faces UK this week. Trial and Array. And Treasure Talents. Nate Frazier. Brian, is this like Sapphire Selections or Infinities? No. Okay, so that's just an insert. They just threw in inserts this year? Oh. Ape says harder than Selections. Okay, so SSPs. SSPs there. Nate Frazier, running back there of Georgia. Kirsten, where are we going with it? Kirsten says pass. J and B in the 3. Ricky, what are you taking? J and B passes. Nico passes. Cypress in the 3 times harder to hit than Selections. So, Cypress, you do have 3, but you are down on the back end. Getting a short print in the 7 spot, what we're saying is not bad. Right, Brian? Right, Cypress? Brian says it's 3 times harder to hit than Selections. Whoa. That is a lot of packs, Brian. A lot of packs. Here's my question, Brian. You've already got the checklist pulled up and looking at it. How many players are on the Sapphire Selections checklist versus the Hidden Treasures checklist, or Treasure Talents? Gone longer, Big Happy. Well, I got to be here for Thanksgiving. I'm going to hang out with you all Thanksgiving. I mean, I wish I could have taken a little bit longer. I was going to come yesterday, but my flight ended up getting it a little bit later. Big Happy. 20-10. Hot dog. Dajamba, happy Tuesday. Dajamba, funny story. My little sister said somebody just ordered a shirt from California. And I was like, who could that be? If I'm not mistaken, Dajamba, she dropped that off yesterday. But obviously, Thanksgiving-wise, post office is probably closed, what, Thursday, I'd assume? Maybe? I don't even know. Right, bingo. She's on top of it, Dajamba. Just pressed and put in the mail immediately. Hot off the press. She's actually pressing those herself, too, Dajamba. So if something ever happens to it, hey, we know who to point fingers at. Big happy. It was a grateful, it was a good weekend. Great weekend. Celebrating Thanksgiving early. Also celebrating 1 year of my dad's life. We decided to push it back a year, so everybody under one roof and just celebrating life there too. It was a fantastic weekend. So I appreciate you all asking. Appreciate it. All right. Kirsten says 3. Kirsten's like, is that just gonna? Kirsten, here's the thing. Yeah, we could do breaks today, but y'all know what? Y'all ain't seen me, and I haven't seen you all for what? Has it been, 5 days? 4, 5, 6 days? Doing a lot of talking, a lot of catching up. Got to. Black out of 10? Stagna? Ooh, color match black. 7 out of 10, Joe Royer of Cincinnati. Kirsten says, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Will do, Jajamba. But next Duck is down below. Shannon, no, not this week. Not this week. Oh, I appreciate you, Big Happy. All right. So we've seen orange, we've seen a short print, and now we have seen a black out of 10. And Kirsten says in the one spot, we're going to go ahead and knock it down, and we're going to take it here. Taking it there, indeed. A little Sapphy black color match there of Cincinnati. But welcome on in. We've got Sapphire 2025 Bowman Chrome University Football Sapphire Selection. Sapphire. That's what I was about to say, Brian. Couldn't be a better pre-release day in a first box here. Brian, you chose the box. We're going to have some loaded cases. I already know it. Next one's down below as well there on Pack Goose. We want to play Box Goose. We can run with that as well. J&B, looks like you're now in charge halfway through. Only 48 a pack. Giving everybody the opportunities. And remember to use your all's coupons on those ducks. Brian says, hey, I'm in for the next duck. Say, get me on that pawns. Jace Brown there on the first. Vinny Anthony, Eric Rivers, and TJ Parker there on the first. J&B in the 3 spots. Remember, first Bowman's is what we're looking for. Are we averaging 4? I mean, this year's product is loaded on the prospects. Nico passes Cypress in the 5 and 6. Hey, gonna come home with 4 first Bowmans. Can't complain about that. Even Sapphire sells, folks. Even a Sappy Daffy is there. That's why Sapphire's a very beautiful product. Cypress, you're going to pass in the 5. Taking the 6. We're going to take it down and take it there. All right, so J&B back up in the 3 here. This is give me dose. Give me the meats. So we're up to, y'all counting, we had that SSP. We had orange auto and a black out of 10. That is Eric Singleton Jr., Lewis Bond, Preston Stone, first Bowman, and Cyrus Allen. J&B. J&B passes. Nico passes. Cypress in the 5 there on the first. Not too shabby. Still got first Bowman QB. Cyrus Allen will be a pro. Lewis Bonds, I want to say, is on draft boards as well. Pending whether he gets invited to the combine and puts up big numbers. He'll still have a pro day there at Bolston College. Cypress, I appreciate you playing, as well as I think I saw that you unlocked bronze tier tonight as well. So you all make sure to use those coupons, all right? I believe this is the what is the date on that? Ends December 1st. Yes, so we have until December 1st to use those coupons. Shannon the GOAT. Between J&B and Nico, J&B says, Uno de unos. Uno de unos, lunos. All right, here we go. Gold here out of 50. That is Caden Veltkamp there of FAU, Brandon Locke, CJ Allen, and Caden Fagan, Illinois wide receiver gold, number 33 out of 50. Illinois gold wide receiver. J&B, what you want to do here? J&B says, I'm going to take the color there. Nico, what could be in the last pack? See, here's where Sapphire gets interesting. You never know if there's going to be extra autos. You never know how many numbered cards are going to be in there. There's averages for a reason. Nico, with Sapphire, are we ever dead? No. No, we are not. However, 2 first Bowman quarterbacks plus golds. J&B, I'll take that. J&B, how's your work been back? I'm sure you've been extra. Hi. What's going on, Eli? Well, you know what? 7 days. You're gonna take off for Thanksgiving though, aren't you? I don't know, Wetfoot. We're gonna see right here, right now. Nico, you ready to rock and roll? Shannon, you only got off Thanksgiving? You working tomorrow and Friday, or what? See what happens. I mean, there's yellow out of 75. That is Crenshaw McCray, Bran Morton, Mr. Devon Dampier, and Xavier Brown, running back there of Virginia, numbered 54 out of 75. Numbered 54 out of 75. What? Hot dog, Shannon. You got a, 4-day weekend. I do still have hobby. Yes, I do. Sure do. Actually, I've got a open case here behind me. How many is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9? Looks like 3 out of a case, J&B. Sure do indeed. But floor's open for any and all personals. What? How many numbered parallels do we have? We had 1. That's short prints. 2, 3, and 4 numbered parallels plus auto and short print there in Sapphire. J&B says we're going to rock and roll with a personal. But next Duck is down below. That's 2025 Bowman Chrome University Football Sapphire Edition. $48 per pack. All right, fresh box gets everybody a chance. All right, roughly 3 to 4 number parallels plus auto. What we're seeing here on average. J&B, you want to ship or rip that? But I appreciate everybody getting in on that first Duck. You know, with a new release, you never know what to expect. But Sapphire, you kind of get the gist and kind of know what's going on. Do I mind? Always mind. No, I'm kidding. I'm always in for some fun, J&B. All right, but next Duck is down below. Only, what'd I say, $48 a spot. $48 a spot. You can use coupons on them as well. All locked and loaded there. All right, floor's open for, do I have a mind? Shannon, absolutely not. Why are you asking so many? Shannon, you know how much time I spent in an airport yesterday? He's back! Now, I got a little bit of brain fog, Shannon, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, did Cole actually leave? Did Renee send him home? That's good for him, though. I tried to talk him into it. He's like, I don't know. Okay, he comes back tomorrow. I haven't talked to Cole since what, did I leave? No, I left Tuesday. So I talked to Cole on Tuesday. Licensed Thursday. Excuse me? Oh, live on Thursday. Got it. Got it. Did I end up doing your laundry or save that for parents? What do you mean, Wetfoot? What you mean? Who's going to join Brian on that next Pack Goose? Left 3. J&B, what in the world's going on? Oh! Heck no, Wetfoot. Why would I take why would I pack dirty underwear on a plane and have to travel around with that in my carry-on all weekend? Absolutely not. I did it. And I did my laundry there at home too. Well, I threw it in the washer. Mom threw it in the dryer and said, you can put it back in your wherever you want it. I was like, you got it. Toby's in on that duck. Toby! Go Blue. Who's Michigan got? Wait. Toby, you all have Ohio State this weekend, don't you? Go Blue. Go Blue. Top right-hand corner coupons. You all have until December 1st. All right, December 1st, which I believe is next Monday. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So redeem those coupons. Use them on up. Toby's in on that next duck. Only got 6 spots remaining. Actually, we have 5 spots remaining. Cypress says I'm back in on the mix. Toby, you got coupons. You've earned them. You may as well use them. Can we please root J&B on? J&B says we're going to do a full hobby box here for personal. Just cause it's, I mean, we back. We back, J&B. All right, good luck, J&B. Let's get our stands out here. Shannon, I'm not going to lie. I did not unpack my bag yesterday, Shannon, and I still didn't do it today either. Does that surprise you? Should I just keep... me too. I'm mindless too. Shannon, you're already on Thanksgiving break. Don't act like you're not. You're sick. Are you actually sick? Knock on wood, I hope I don't get sick. Oh, no. That's not good. That's no bueno. Not the flu, is it? Did you get the flu shot? Next duck down below. What is wrong with me? J&B. How's your Illinois quarterback, Luke Altmaier, 24 out of 25, 1955 Bowman, insert orange. Hey, Mac! Oh, happy Thanksgiving week. Turkey week, A-Mac! Next duck down below. Hey, there's Mr. Mendoza. How's your Mendoza? But you will also be, gobble, turkey. Shannon, you a turkey gal or are you a ham gal? That is Aiden Mizell, Florida. X-Fractor. A little turkey and dressing and some brown gravy. No gravy. All right, she don't do none of the gravy. Everybody make sure that you're bookmarking all upcoming streams as well. Big Happy's over on YouTube right now, Shannon. We were talking about YouTube earlier. But got a lot of big releases coming out. December's going to be crazy, Shannon. Between Christmas, all the releases. AMAC says, hey, need a little bit of extra. Because Mom just overcooks and burns everything. It's dry. That is Malik Murphy, Oregon State, first Bowman quarterback. The Beavs. The Beavers. Shannon, I probably gained about 40 pounds this weekend. Well done. God. shimmer here. Shimmer. Matt Jones, Southern Miss, running back. Shimmer dimmers. Limousines. Well, welcome on in. Happy Tuesday to all. Last 5 spots on our Pack Goose there on Sapphire. 2025 Bowman Chrome University Sapphire edition. You got an auto plus 3 to 4 numbered parallels on average. Searching for Papas. Pada Pardisha. Uno y Unos. Quentin Weissner. Coy Parrich. J&B going to be probably one of the first defensive backs off the boards in this year's NFL draft. He actually plays both ways. Brian says second. Who's first? It says, give me a duck. Give me a duck on a pond. Downs. Yeah. Honestly, Brian, here's the thing about defensive backs. It all depends on their, what am I trying to say here? Their combine. It all just depends on combines now. Wetfoot. All I know is a lot of our shipping is off this week. That's all I was told. I was like, okay. True, Brian, but you know, it all comes down to combine stats nowadays. I don't know why it is. Everybody just looks at, oh, that guy was fast. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Wetfoot. Which I'm assuming they think that they worked too hard last week. So therefore they get Thanksgiving off. Makes sense. I mean, I can't say anything. I went home for the weekend, too. You know, they probably talk bad about me behind my back, Wetfoot. Yeah. What comes around goes around. All around. Am I streaming Turkey Day? Well, I ain't flying back home, Shannon. I ain't got nothing else to do. Shannon, I'll make a little bet with you. You want to make a little bet? Let's put a parlay together. J&B, what do we know about Texas defensemen? Or Texas in general? They produce pros. Anthony Hill Jr., Texas linebacker, 56 out of 150. Blue mini dime. Shannon, unless I'm sick and down with the flu, why don't I just stream every day until I go home for Christmas? If I even go home. I mean, I need to go home for Christmas probably, don't I? Probably. Tanner, cozy, cozy. 349 out of 350. Houston tight end. They're saying this guy's on a lot of draft boards as well. Shannon, that's the plan. Unless, knock on wood, I get sick. They were saying our Christmas is going to be the 23rd. I don't ever remember having Christmas the 23rd. Normally we have Christmas after Christmas, but Shannon, when you get told, like, hey, here's the date, you better be there, you better just suck it up and be there. My dad's side of the family, which is who we spent last Thanksgiving with. And Grandpa, hey, Shannon, Grandpa came over for a sleepover on Sunday. That was interesting. I had to give up my bed, Shannon. Can you believe that? Brian Urlacher there of USC. Brian Urlacher's son, Kennedy Urlacher. But down to the last 4 spots in Pack Goose there on 2025 Bowman Chrome University Sapphire Edition. Slept in the slide. No, Shannon. I was home on Sunday. We got home on Sunday. Yeah. We went to the Airbnb on Thursday and then left Sunday. Checked out on Sunday. J&B, I'm going to say solid box. That Luke Meyer, orange, 24 out of 25, pretty savvy. What's that, Shannon? I still have a bed at home? Well, it's basically turned into Lila's playpen is basically what my room has turned into, but yes. Funny story about my room back at home, Shannon. Technically my childhood room. Big Happy is back. J&B, appreciate you, big dog. A nice hobby box there. but got the last remaining 4 packs there in our 2025 Bowman Chrome University Sapphire selection. Holy pup, George. George! Big week for George, Shannon. But anyways, Shannon, back to the mix. I actually revamped my childhood home like 3 months before I actually left home for good. So it has basically a brand new bed, brand new paint, new furniture, new everything, new work desk, no computer, because I was like, no computer. Jordan, you did everything. But revamped, Shannon. Only has like just a couple of sleeps on it. But personal floor is wide open and right. Well, happy Turkey Day, McDaily. McDaily! All right, McDaily, hold on.